Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone, and welcome to a continuing discussion of the famous sigalum myth of the Enochian system of magic. We're building it. We're building it from the outside in. Yesterday, uh, we talked about the perimeter and the seven god names. And today we're going to discuss uh, four sets of seven angels, uh, which are among the seven who rest in seven and all of that. But anyway, we've got the god names uh, of Galath, Gethog, Thaoth, Holon, Enon, Aoth, and Galathog. Those would be the equivalent in Kabbalistic magic of the, uh, uh, they would be like seven sections of deity itself, the very highest level of the supreme consciousness. And under that level, if we're thinking in Kabbalistic magic terms, would be the archangels, and under that would be the angels in their various subdivisions, and spirits and intelligences and things like that. So the Sigalum Deumeth is the entire hierarchy of this heptarchic view of the deity and consciousness, supreme consciousness. And we started with the perimeter, and now we're moving to the bars of this heptagon. So I printed a few or posted a few images that might be helpful for today's talk, and you could find those directly beneath this little video on my Facebook page. So we're starting on step 2. If you're following along, this is page 64 of Enochian Vision Magic. The seven god names of the outer heptagon and the planetary angels. A heptagon, a seven-sided figure, rests just inside the perimeter of the sigalum. Like that. Each of the seven bars that compose the heptagon is divided into 7 cells. Each bar is divided into 7 cells. In this diagram, I just drew that out by hand this morning, the bars anyway. Each of the 7 bars that compose the heptagon is divided into 7 cells and is filled with the names of the next order of angels in the hierarchy of the sigalum. These 7 names were drawn from a 7 by 7 table, and it's sometimes referred to as the sevenfold table. And it's the first of 2. But this is the first sevenfold table, 7 by 7. The names are read horizontally and are inserted in the bars of the outer heptagon as shown in figure 34. And I guess I probably didn't print that out. but that's figure 34. So the 7 sets of these archangels, if you will, are huge, huge high subdivisions of deity, are read vertically. So some have 7 letters in their name, some have 6. Okay. So when the table is read vertically, the names of the 7 classic planetary archangels appear. Zophael for Saturn, Kumail for Mars, Hanael for Venus, Gabriel for Luna, Zadkiel for Jupiter, Raphael for Sol, and Michael for Mercury. Now that's a packed square of archangels. And notice in the corner there is a cross to take up that last space. These archangels were assigned to these planets many years before Dee and Kelley received them, and could have been found in any number of books in Dee's library. However, Dee and Kelley insisted that the table was given to them before they noticed that the names were generated by the table. Now, whether we choose to believe their assertion or not, the fact remains that these particular angels are not unique to the Enochian system. In order to read each archangel's name using the 7 god names on the bars of the heptagon, we're obliged to project the letters in progressive layers using the surface of the sigalum itself. Now, I wish I could graphically illustrate this using the modern magic of animation, but you can demonstrate this for yourself. Let's turn to the first table in figure 35. There we go, which would be that for Zophael. And Zophael is, I gotta hold all of my crap together here. Okay. Zophael would be read Zophael, and finish up with that L. Now the next one's going to be Zadkiel. That's what the capital letters are about. That's the next angel. But right now we're looking at Zephael. And on our chart here, we spell Zophael where am I? Okay. With the first letter, first cell of each of the bars. Zav, K, I, E, and we will be adding the L suffix, angelic suffix, because the angels just told us to. So start with the capital Z found in the first cell of the name Zirai. That's if we read it from left to right. Then move to the first cell of the name Akakab to pick up the A, Then move to the first cell of the name of Paunar to pick up the P. Then move to the first cell of Hidmaliel to pick up the H. Then to the first cell of Kakai to pick up the K. Then move to the first cell of Ilmg to pick up the E. Finally move to the second cell of the Zira bar of the heptagam and picked up the final L to spell Zafkael. How about that? I hope you can visualize what happens every time you move to another bar of the heptagon to pick up a letter in the archangel's name. As you move, you are literally shifting the dimensional structure of the sigalum up one letter, up one level. In the case of Zafkael, it's 8 levels in all. So it'd be going Zafkael, like that. So even as you're saying the word Zafkael, you are moving this from a flat surface to an 8-leveled surface. Do you see what I mean? Okay, and it goes around like that. I hope you can visualize what happens every time you move to another bar of the heptagam to pick up the letter of the archangel's name. As you move, you are literally shifting the dimensional structure of the sigalum up another level. In the case of Zafkael, 8 levels in all. Picture the multi-level chess game played by the characters in Star Trek. And I've also posted that diagram right there. So that's just one of the archangelic names. And as it goes around the sigalum, every next letter takes it up one dimension. Compound this with the fact that Zafkael's name is braided together in these same layers with the names of 6 other archangels' names. Viewed this way, the sigalum is no longer a flat image placed on the flat surface of the holy table. It is a multi-dimensional space hovering over the holy table. A magical basket formed of the netting of the entwined letters and names of the 7 planetary archangels. It is within this invisible basket that the scrying stone or black mirror is placed during the magical operation. Is it any wonder visions appear in such an environment? But we're far from through with the wonders of the sigalum. Fill in the cells of your personal sigalum's outer heptagon, and then let's move inward another step. And if you're following along and doing this, when you fill in all of those archangel names drawn off of this square, it looks like this. And that's where we should be, at least in our imaginations, for tomorrow's reading. I know we went over quite a bit yesterday, so this is a good place to break anyway. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying this technical plunge into the complexity of Enochian magic. It's not so complex once you. Oh no, it is. Okay, whatever. Continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. It's a wild, wild week, uh, especially here in America. And I know many of you are watching these morning meetings and enjoying or joining us every morning from Europe and Asia and South America. And I really appreciate us all being together. So do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will. Bye-bye.